Alright, you lot, how's it going? Alright, wicked, lovely, welcome. Welcome to NickTuts. I'm Nick, these are me tuts. We just did the texts, which is awfully sweet, and now we're going to move on to the final of our tools, and then we're done. Until the next tutorial, that is. So, there's not a great deal to say about these last ones, to be honest, so this is going to be quite short. Tut. So direct selection tool, the direct selection and the path selection. Say with the P tool, the pen tool with P, I had this path that again gets stored in here. If I want to save it, save. I don't want to save it, it's rubbish. And then you want to select one of these points. If you try and press it with a pen, you're deleting the point. What's the point? I deleted it. But if you click on the line, you can add anchor points as well. So you can take them away, existing ones, or you can add it back in just by clicking or stabbing with the pen, physical pen. So the path selection tool will select the whole thing wherever I click. So it's selected every point. If I move it, it's moving all of it. With the other one, direct selection, I can pick a point and I can move that point. This one here, you can see has a curved line. But this one down here doesn't. It's sharp. It's a sharp point. It's got no lines. It's got no Bezier curve. It's got no bevels or something they call them, bevels, whatever, these things. It's got nothing. So I can't change it. It's always going to be like a sharp angle. But there is something you can do to make it like this. So with the pen tool, P, if you Alt and hold Alt, when you click on a point and then you start doing, look at that. It converts the point. Great if you want to turn these points into those points. That's my quick tip. All right, so that's what those two tools do. I never use them, literally, because if I want to select a point, oh no, I do. A, yes, of course I do. I press A a lot. So yes, knowing A is useful when you want to edit your paths, because you can't pick them with your pencil. Shapes, let me just get rid of that. Shapes, you got your rectangle, your rounded rectangle, your ellipse, your polygon, your line, and your custom shape. And all these options come up here when you've got it. So the rectangle does a rectangle. Now what these do is this is the fill, and that's a stroke. This is the stroke. You have to pick a different stroke color to see this stroke. Yellow. I like yellow. Make it bigger so we can see. So there, that's the stroke, that's the fill. So the stroke's yellow and the fill's black. That's that. If you want to make a perfect square, or if you want to actually, when you just click and hold, its anchor point is up here in the far left. It's always going to make it from that point. So if we Command Z that, if you hold Alt, it will do it from the center. So it's always going to grow from the center. Command Z. If you hold Alt Shift, you will get a directly proportional square. And it's the same if you do it with the ellipse. If you do that, you've got a crazy shape. But if I then Alt and then click, it's going to come from the middle. And then if I Alt Shift, I get a perfect circle, perfect sphere. Huzzah. And that's them. And then the custom shapes, they're all self-explanatory. Custom shape tool, you have your options here. So these are the shapes. I'm sure you can add more. I don't ever use them, ever. Maybe if I'm doing, I need an arrow. Well, there it is. Once again, he missed some very important information here. Now, when you create a shape or a path like this, you can use the pen tool to add other points so that you can edit the shape in more detail like this. It is only the jerk that does not impart this information. Hand, pointless having it there because you just press space and you can move around. If you're holding space and you're clicking, you can move the thing. That's, yeah, all the time. Just space. Zoom, covered that. Plus, Alt click, minus, plus, minus. Zoom in, zoom out. And you know what? At 5 minutes 30, I think that's pretty much, I think that's all covered. I don't think I've missed anything, have I? No, that's all your tools. This lot. Don't know. Editing quick mask mode, change screen mode. Oh, right, that's just, yeah, if you press F, then it will cycle through, view modes. But I have it on default. Oh, just quickly, I suppose, might as well, file, save as, bog standard. And then you've got all your formats here. Anyone's ever used a PSD or large format, PSD, which is a PSB, JPEG, and that's it. Guess what? It didn't tell you something important again, and we're all now fully aware why. Yes, jerk. A very useful export format is PNG, which means it will save an image with an alpha channel, which means that it contains transparency. For instance, this logo is a PNG, which means you can put other stuff behind it in the background. If this logo was a JPEG, like this, there would be a single image with a logo and a white background, as JPEGs do not contain an alpha channel. Now, this background can't be changed without first selecting and removing it. Now, behind me is because of my alpha channel. Otherwise, I would look like this. The next tutorial is going to be heavy masks and selection. It's not a quick. It's not a quick thing. It's what you'll spend most of your time doing in Photoshop. Did you know I had to cut in and explain PNGs to these people? At the time, Tommy, no, I did not. Well, I did. You're just a collection of PNGs, Tommy. Do you know that? Jerk. So long.